Hi, for Tom?
Yes, for Tom.
Okay, cool.
Don't knock it till you try it, dude. Jelly beans do fit in there, and I am definitely a believer in the magic rainbow now, if you know what I mean. All right, man, I gotta go. There's someone in my car now. I don't want to be rude. Okay. Yep. Bye. How's your day going?
Pretty well, yeah. I mean, as good as a Monday can go.
All right, Mondays. Lasagna.
Excuse me?
Oh, do you mind if I take this call? I've been waiting for it all afternoon.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Do your thing.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Arnold Raymond?
You are.
Mr. Raymond, we have your test results back from the lab. The good news is that you don't have gonorrhea. The bad news is that you have pubic lice.
Oh no. Shit. That sucks.
Yes, I'm sorry. Where would you like me to send your prescription?
Wait, no, this can't be. I haven't had sex in like 2 years.
Okay, you don't necessarily have to have sex to get pubic lice.
I was at the pool the other day and used a towel from the dirty pile. Maybe that was it?
Maybe.
I don't just use dirty towels, by the way. All of the clean ones were gone. And actually, that couldn't have been it. My dick has been itching for way longer than that.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, but you do have it.
Okay. You can send it to the Rolling Prairie Pharmacy on Clark Street. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Wow. That really sucks, man. I'm sorry that you have pubic lice.
Oh, you were listening?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was over your car's speakers, so...
Right. Yeah, this sucks. My balls itch so bad. I was really hoping it was gonorrhea.
I bet.
And I think it's going to spread.
Oh, okay.
To, like, my butt crack and stuff. I mean, there is hair there, so...
Right.
Oh, geez. I'm sorry, man. Am I making you uncomfortable?
Oh, me? No, you're cool. I'm just... hanging.
Okay, great. It's the clinic again. One sec.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Arnold Raymond?
You are?
Mr. Raymond, your pharmacy doesn't have this medicine in stock. Is there another place we can send it to?
Actually, are these meds covered by my insurance?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. Never mind then. What can I do instead? My balls itch really bad, and I can feel my butt crack starting to burn as we speak.
Well, the only thing that will kill the lice is the medicine, but you could try soaking in an oatmeal bath for the irritation.
I don't have oatmeal.
Okay, well...
I have mayonnaise. Do you think that will work?
You could try it, yeah.
Try soaking my balls in mayonnaise.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
I guess I'll try soaking my balls in mayonnaise then.
Mm-hmm.
And if it starts to spread to my asshole, then I could try wearing a diaper with mayonnaise all along my butt crack. Do you think that will work?
I don't know, man. I've never tried it.
Yeah, sure, but like in theory, it could work, I think.
Can you please turn on the radio?
Funny enough, I have tried something very similar, but instead it was with peanut butter.
What?
And instead of a diaper, it was a Speedo.
Can you please turn on the radio?
Jeez. Okay, you don't need to be so aggressive.
You're listening to the Weekly Quarterly Report,
the podcast where we report everything that has happened this past week in this current quarter.
I'm Seif Drywater.
And I'm Sonny Walls. It's 6 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Dartmouth the Possessor does. And he's hungry.
Earlier today, the Grammy Award-winning band ColdPlay announced that they will not be accepting any new fans after next Wednesday.
We have enough fans now. After next Wednesday, and listen good, ColdPlay will no longer be accepting new fans. We're good on fans. Cheers.
All this and more after the break.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about the American Civil Liberties Union. For over 100 years, the AZLU has been at the center of nearly every major civil liberties battle in the United States. When you contribute to the AZLU, you play an active role in preserving freedom. This work is necessary, and we need your help. So for a limited time, with every donation you make, we will execute one lobbyist on your behalf. You heard that right. any lobbyist of your choice. As a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization, we aim to provide a fair selection, so no lobby is off limits. You could pick Big Tobacco, Big Pharma, the gun lobby, or even lobbies specializing in health and education. We don't care. We're really desperate for your donation. You may be thinking to yourself, isn't the AZLU a legal group that specializes in upholding the Constitution? And isn't murder pretty much against the law? Well, you would be right if you were talking about murdering people. But we're not talking about people. We're talking about a lobbyist. A powerful locust-like creature that feeds on democracy and money. By donating to the AZLU, you will be helping fund countless legal efforts to uphold the rule of law, while assisting in the purification of our democratic process. Don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution. Make your donation today.
Welcome back.
Jack O. Rutherford, our very own investigative reporter, has been out sick for the past 4 months. All of Jack's PTO requests included bizarre messages referring to a local gas station. One day, we stopped hearing from him.
The following is a novelization of the last report Jack was working on before his disappearance. We only embellished it slightly. Listener discretion is advised.
It all started at a gas station. An unremarkable place I frequented every Friday after work. Like clockwork, I filled my car and continued my commute home to my darling family. This Friday appeared no different. I parked my Hyundai Sonata at the same pump as always. I turned off the engine and stepped out of the car. Everything was the same, except the gas station installed one of those little TVs. The kind where Maria Menounos, that lady from the Regal Theater before movie ads, tells you about some new trend on TikTok, or some sultry Snickers ad. I was hardly paying attention until the strangest thing happened. The TV said my name. Jack! 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 The screen repeated. I looked around but saw no one. Finally, I locked eyes with Maria Menounos, who was staring right at me. Hi, Jack. I'm Maria Menounos. Jack, you're going to spill mustard on your favorite shirt. I stared at the screen, bewildered. That can't be. I cleared my head and drove home. My wife called. We're having spaghetti for dinner. Good, I said. I assume no mustard then? My wife replied, What the hell are you talking about? Don't worry about it. Long day at work. 6:15, I arrived at home, kissed my wife, and played with my 2 darling kids. We ate spaghetti, rigatoni with that vegan bolognese that never makes you quite full. Out of curiosity, I asked my wife, how's my favorite shirt doing? She said, what the hell are you talking about? You know, the one from Margaritaville in Fort Lauderdale, the original Margaritaville location. That's your favorite shirt? Yes, that's my favorite shirt. It's my lucky shirt. Then she said, I actually let Jared borrow it for school today. I'm about to wash it. And why would you wash it? Because it was the school's annual hot dog eating contest today, which you were absent for. Jack Jr., my little toddler boy, turned to me and said like the little toddler boy he is, Sorry, I got mustard on it. My heart dropped, as did my spaghetti fork. Absolute turd, I muttered under my breath. With that, I stormed out of the room as my wife yelled, What the hell are you talking about? Maria Menounos was right. Whether by coincidence or supernatural influence, Maria Menounos predicted my future. There was only one way to find out if this was only coincidence. So Saturday morning, I drove all the way back to that same gas station. I parked in the same spot, and no Maria Menounos. Huh, I thought to myself. Must have been my imagination. The following Friday, I ended the week on E as everyone does. I stopped by my same gas station as always, but this time, I'd rather avoid Maria Menounos. I park on the opposite side of the station, the non-updated side, totally screenless. I put old 87 regular extra ethanol in my car and started thinking about my spaghetti when I heard the gas station TV screen across from me. It was Maria Menounos.
Jack! Jack!
She called.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you can't avoid me. But it's all good. Tomorrow, you're going to get that promotion. Snickers, you could use a bite.
I snapped out of it and sped away in utter disbelief. I may have peed a little. Why does Maria Menounos, the gas station TV host, keep talking to me? And why does she keep telling me about my future? Wait, promotion? Also, tomorrow's Saturday. I don't go back to the station until Monday. Maria Menounos is full of shit. Saturday morning, the wife and kids and I took a trip to my parents' cabin in the Illinois hills. The quiet, remote, internetless Illinois hills. The kind that Lincoln liked 400 years ago. I was tossing the pigskin with my little toddler boy out in the front yard when suddenly a silver Mercedes-Benz pulled into the driveway. Is that my boss? Sure enough, the gray-haired WQR news studio executive got out of the car, briefcase in hand. "Jim, what can I do you for?" I asked.
Jack, I'm so sorry to drop in on you like this, but I passed you at the McDonald's about 2 hours ago, and I remembered that I completely forgot to talk to you yesterday.
"Oh," I replied.
"Yeah, you see, you're the best lead reporter we've got, and I'd like to offer you a promotion for #1 big boss lead reporter. I can't offer you much with salary, just a 200% raise. Oh, in that corner office, the one next to mine, figured we could be buddies and eat Snickers together. So, what do you say?"
Maria Menounos did it again. I shook Jim's hand and shared a nice Snickers McFlurry with him. Limited time item with a great taste. How did Maria Menounos predict another insane turn of events? Well, I'm convinced. Now I just need to find out the rest of my future. One Friday at a time.
We have some breaking news. Today, ColdPlay's Chris Martin doubled down on his announcement that the band will not be allowing any new fans after next Wednesday.
We're serious. Me and the boys had a long conversation about this. We ate almonds, a whole tin of them. We will not be accepting any new fans after Wednesday. And that's Wednesday of next week, mind you.
And now, back to the news.
For 16 consecutive Fridays, it seemed that Jack frequented that gas station. Every week, without fail, he would park at the same pump to see what his oracle had in store for him this time. With each prediction, his future grew brighter. His work loved him, his wife loved him, Jack Jr., his little toddler boy, learned to catch a football. Life was peachy keen. Until week 17.
Hey, Maria. It's Jack. What's new this week? Maybe $1 million? Or a new little toddler boy to add to the family? I'm thinking of naming him Jack the Third. Maria Menounos smiled.
Now that you have everything you ever wanted, it's time for your end of the bargain.
Wait, what?
Jack, you will become me.
Oh, what are you talking about, Maria Menounos?
You will become what has given you this immense power and fortune. Gas station TV.
Yeah, right. Maria's smile disappeared.
But first, Jack, I must destroy everything you love.
My knees shook like they always do when I'm nervous, or I really have to pee. I started to turn to leave when Maria said,
"Oh, and Jack, eat a goddamn Snickers."
I ran to my car as fast as I could and sped home. Screw this. I'm quitting the fortune telling for good. And this time I mean it.
In the 2 months since that day, Jack never stopped for gas once. Not at that station, not at any station. He stopped driving altogether. He wouldn't show up for work. He wouldn't leave the house. It seems this started to take a toll on his wife, who he never names once literally anywhere we can find.
Jack, what the hell is going on with you? First, you spend all your time at the gas station, and now you won't even leave the house? I replied nothing. That's it, Jack. We're going on a family outing. Grab your coat. But I said we're going. Not one for confrontation or bad manners. I grabbed my coat and Jack Jr., the other child, was there too. Anyway, we all packed up the car and headed out for West Dakota, a small town in eastern Montana. Oh, honey, I think we need to stop for gas. My right eye started to twitch. Did you say gas station? She replied, What the hell are you talking about? She pulled into the nearest gas station and I hid as low as I could in my seat. My wife rolled her eyes and said something like, What a fucking loser, as she got out of the car to operate the pump. I shut my eyes and prayed for the best. Suddenly, an all too familiar voice reverberated in my ears. Jack, you asswipe, it's me, Maria Menounos. Get out of the car, Jack. Nuh-uh, I said like my little toddler boy. I said get out of the car. Right now, Jack. I shook my head like Jack Jr. and started sucking my thumb. My wife stared at me like I was dumb or something. It seemed to me that she couldn't hear Maria. I stepped out of the car and looked at virtual Maria dead in the face. Stop it, Maria. Just stop. Jack, what the hell are you talking about? My wife screamed. Her, Maria Menounos. The lady from the Regal Theater pre-movie ads? Yes, her. She won't leave me alone, and she won't stop telling my future, and I just want to eat a goddamn Snickers right now. My wife's expression turned cold. You want to be left alone? Then fine. She walked towards the car. No, please wait. You're not you when you're hungry. What's my name, Jack? Huh? What's my name? I don't know. My wife? It's Rachel, Jack. And just like that, everything I loved was gone. Hi, Jack. I'm Maria Menounos. I know! It's time, Jack. I bowed my head and walked towards the screen. My eternal fate awaited me.
And that was the last time anyone ever heard from Jack O. Rutherford. Not sure if we nailed the details. We had to switch ghostwriters halfway through. The first one wanted to charge extra for commas.
Once again, we'd like to remind our listeners that Chris Martin and ColdPlay have plenty of fans and will not be taking any new fans after next Wednesday.
It's over. Next Wednesday is our last day taking fans. If you want to be a ColdPlay fan, I'd suggest you get in on it. And no, we will not murder some lesser fans to make room for new fans. Good God.
Up next, our resident book critic, Malcolm McLean, will be sitting down with author Henry Henderson to discuss his book, The Missing Man on Pump 5.
Hello, I'm Malcolm McLean. With me today is news reporter turned author Henry Henderson, author of The Missing Man on Pump 5. Henry, thank you for joining us today.
I'm happy to be here, Malcolm. I hope to use this platform to spread the word about my missing friend, Jack O. Rutherford. Jack, if you're out there, your family and friends miss you, and the folks at the Weekly Quarterly Report hope to see you again soon.
In the afterlife?
No, in this life. Why would you say that?
Henry, let's just skip the foreplay and get right into it. This book is a book, and inside of this book is a story.
I'd say yes, that's exactly what this is.
Fascinating. But what is a book without a story?
A notebook? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're asking me.
And this book comes in paperback and hardcover.
Yes, in audio. What does any of this have to do with the story?
Right. Henry, how many innocent trees do you think were assassinated in their sleep to make this book?
I don't know. I just care about finding my friend, Jack.
Henry Hendricks, an anti-environmentalist. Who would have thought?
I do care about the environment. I recycle.
Whoa. No need to get riled up. Let me keep it real with you. I never knew science in school. but I have watched a groundbreaking program where an orange-haired Caucasian woman kidnapped a bunch of kids and made them get on a school bus, and she talked about photosympathy. And you, sir, have no sympathy for the trees.
It's called photosynthesis, and that kid's show was called Magic School Bus. Look, can we please talk about the book?
Right. Henry Henderson, a man willing to sneak into the forest and slit the throats of trees to find a fictional man named Jack, who's been missing for how long now?
Oh, first of all, he's a real person, and he's been missing for 2 years.
2 years is a long, long time. If I had lost my Fire Stick remote, I wouldn't write a book about it. I'd just buy another Fire Stick remote.
Did you just compare losing a Fire Stick to a... Look, Jack wouldn't just leave his family and job behind. I believe that he's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? Who would kidnap a Fire Stick remote?
Jack is a human being. He's been kidnapped by some otherworldly being. A creature so powerful that I'm afraid to even speak her name, because some say she's the last thing you see right before you watch a movie at a Regal cinema.
That's quite the theory. And this man on the front cover is your brother, correct?
The man on the front cover is Jack. He's the one who's been missing. Wait, did you even read the book?
A book is full of words, and words...
No, enough with the riddles. Did you or did you not read my book?
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
I do not read, not because I am illiterate or because I have bibliophobia, but because you will speak words to me like a man. I will not read in silence. That's what you want? To silence me? Well, I cannot be silenced.
So you didn't read the book. Got it.
I saw the movie. I know what happens. Jack dies in the end because Rose doesn't have any room on the door.
That's Titanic. That book was written in 1912. I wasn't even born.
How did you get here if you were never born? Riddle me that, smart guy.
You know that's not what I meant. Stop trying to change the subject. I get it. You didn't read the book, but how in the hell do you not know about anything that happened? You just played a clip that explained everything.
I obviously wasn't listening. Who has the patience to sit and listen to one person read a story for 7 minutes? That's a ridiculous expectation.
How is this show not canceled? I'm firing my entire PR team for putting me through this.
Well, that's been all for today. Tune in next week when we will be interviewing a man by the name of Stephen Luther King, who wants to talk about his new book, Children of the Cob.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of the Weekly Quarterly Report. Join us next week as we introduce a new segment, Ghost Investigators, the audio-only podcast.
And a special treat, an exclusive interview with the spirit of Albert Einstein. Join us as we raise the dead and then raise some questions.
This has been the Weekly Quarterly Report. I'm Seif Drywater.
And I'm Sonny Walls. Thanks for listening.
This episode of the Weekly Quarterly Report was written and performed by
Chris Canty,
Seif Drywater,
Joshua Gorton,
Alyssa Neece,
and
Tom Vinson,
with an additional vocal performance by
Sonny Walls.
The WQR theme music was arranged by Josh Gorton. The Weekly Quarterly Report is executively produced by me, Seif Drywater, with additional production support by Alyssa Neece. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you find your podcasts. And check out our website at weeklyquarterlyreport.com. Again, that's weeklyquarterlyreport.com. Join us next Monday for next week's coverage of this past quarter.